ladies and gents, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Ycey Narrates, also known as Helix, and this is The Witcher 3. Last time we left off, we're investigating a murder. Well, we got our Batman-style Sherlock Holmes investigator hat and goggles on, and we've traced it to none other than a vampire. Not surprising given the name of this video and the name of this DLC, Blood and Wine DLC. Oh, hang on, let me make sure that the game audio is good. Yep, good to go. Game capture, yep. Good to go. Okay. In that case, as I was saying, yep. We found out it was a vampire, but we also found out his motives. The vampire is being blackmailed. The love of his life has been captured. A human woman, taken captive and held for ransom. And if he does not comply with the wishes of these thugs, ruffians, well, then they made it very obvious what would happen to her. So, we figured out where the next murder is likely to take place, and we are on our way.
Had to face Aradin.
Actually, not the likely.
With the help of friends. The Wild Hunt could be defeated
Not,
with exceptionally powerful magic.
We didn't find out where the next murder is going to be. I forgot. We found a card that had it looked like blood drops on it, except it wasn't blood. It was wine on it. And the duchess who were helping out that sent us on this quest in the first place told us that this, she hires this expert wine person who freaking licks the card and takes a whiff and manages to deduce which wine it actually is. So now we're going to that region. The wine can only be made by ducal powers, basically somebody from her family. Or rather, the wine is reserved for her family.
Have you ever faced it?
So now we're racing our way there.
How did it end? Did you kill
Anna, Emily, good to see you. Zero fashion.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
In a minute. Yep. Audio's looking good. Thank you so much. Thank you, Anna. Jen, Luna, Karma. Good to see you all. Game audio and mic volume are perfect, sir. Thank you, Emily. Actually, I just remembered I do need to turn up the mic just a little bit. Darn, I forgot to adjust that after I did some recording today. There we go. Finally, a spare moment. Hello. Hey, Earth Empress. Glad you could find a spare moment. This is just going to be a couple hours long, today's stream, so it's not going to be a super long one. But, right, I forgot about the licking the wine off the card. Yeah, for real, Karma. I mean, Geralt here can look at blood stains, he can look at he can look at paw prints, he can honestly probably smell the blood and tell which monster made it, so what Anna Henrietta did, what the Duchess did, is hire basically the Witcher of winemaking to taste that card and be like, yep, I know. Hey, Zombie, Mackenzie, Snow Queen, long time no see, Amber. I also saw a couple of new names up here. Pardon? Let's see, hey, Brandy, Jessica Noble, I don't think I've ever seen your name here. Unless you've just been lurking in past streams. Glad to see you speaking up. There we go. All right. Now that that's out of the way, why don't we... Let's see, you did some voiceovers today? How'd that go? Oh, it definitely went. Speaking of which, I think I was going to pull up a couple of random generated questions. You know what, I'll pull that next time I have to feed Thor in about an hour, so about halfway through the stream. So I'll do that when I come back. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's get to heisting.
Why do you flee?
Witcher, come back! You're to protect Her Highness!
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
They legit just said, Witcher, why do you flee? I'm like, I'm going in the same direction as you. Just pick up the pace, woman. Okay, fine. I'll wait.
Faster.
Faster is right. Let's let them go first. I thought we were rushing. This looks like a brisk pace. Geralt, why do you flee? Yeah, why do I flee?
Hunters have attacked the wagon. We must help!
Stay back, Your Grace! We shall see to this!
Alright.
Help! Save us! Back, you beast! Be gone! Now, you piece of filth.
Sorry if anybody really likes kitties. These are big cats.
You beast! Be gone!
Dodged and still I didn't dodge him at the right time.
Save us! Back, you beast! Be gone!
It's like I'm fighting drunk. I just can't hit him.
Help! Save us!
Glad to see the NPC dialogue is
If
still
not for
working.
you,
Help, save
we'd
us.
have been done for.
They were fortunate we happened by.
You saved our lives.
Is the audio cutting out? No, zombie, that's on your end. You gotta close the stream and reopen it. That happens sometimes.
Hey!
It's not something on my end. At least everybody who's experienced in the past, like once in a blue
About
moon,
this vineyard.
says that
Just tell me
that's what
about it.
happens. They close the stream, reopen it, and it's good as new. How's everybody doing today? Let's see, quick question for everybody. Here we go. It's a bit of an odd question, but let's say you were in a fantasy game world. You're part of a side quest, what is it going to be? It has to be a side quest, you know? Like a fetch quest, an escort mission, a help me out with my chores. If I was in a side quest, it's got to be something like, hey, can you help me out with this random chore? It's like your reward, I will split a dinner with you. Think of it. Sounds pretty boring, but oh, here we are. Who doesn't want to be rewarded
You
with
call
food?
that escorting her illustrious highness? What were you thinking?
Captain, this is not the time for such complaints. As for you, Witcher, next time keep close.
Captain
Next
de
time,
la
keep
Tour,
up.
we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full.
The game audio is overpowering your mic just a little bit. Okay. Say no more. There we go. There we go. Testing. Okay, testing the mic on the volume. All right. Now let's see.
Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust her illustrious highness was not harmed.
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabricio. I am well.
Your grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
Side quest for me would be fishing quest, and the biggest fish I get to keep. See, Zero, that's smart right there. That's a win-win as well. Okay. Here for an inspection. Want to talk to you? Let's not alert him. Just want to talk to you.
Came to see you. Got some questions.
In this land, it is seen as polite to introduce oneself before asking any questions.
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
See, in a
you
side
hear that,
quest,
Witcher?
probably collecting rare
Fabricio would
books.
be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about San Real?
Anna, are you sure you don't want
I am
rare
at
dresses
your
knowing you?
service.
All right. So, first and foremost, who's got access to the wine? How's the wine transported? Had any wine gotten stolen? Yeah, let's just go through these one by one. We need to figure out who dropped the little droplets of wine on that calling card.
The San Real. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
Not like you make the wine all alone. At least a dozen others work here.
I see you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel a long road before they become Sonreal. The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself, each and every one. The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes Sonreal. And as it happens, only I have the key to the cellar in question.
Okay. That's not looking good for you, but let's just see. How's the wine transported then? Side quest for me, Amity says. Anything involving art or animals or flowers. So you want to be turned into an animal to rescue flowers and steal art from a heist. Sounds about right. Interesting side quest. Ooh, side quest for me if I was involved in. And remember, you're the NPC in this case. If I was a NPC in a side quest, the side quest would be training a random bum from a farm. Because let's put it this way. I will let you, the player, decide what you're going to train me on. And assuming that it's all good experience, I, the NPC, am basically going to remember everything that all the players train me on. Even if I suck at it at first. Boom, jack of all trades instantly. Best adventurer there is. Then I can start doing some side quests. Rare dresses are acceptable reward, Brandy. Let's see. Rare dresses are already taken care of. Hides in the chest. Abby. Why do I get the feeling some of you would just be on a heist and somebody's like, oh yeah, we still need to go back for the gold. Somebody's already packing away stuff, bags of it in the chest. Like, don't worry about that. All right, how's the wine transported?
Who hauls the barrels to the palace?
We've our own garrison. Guards who have served here for years and would answer with their heads for the wine.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Nice heels.
Your Grace?
Nice boots.
How am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to Sonreal. Someone who should not have, which means one of two things. Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it.
Realized it!
You shall answer for it.
But
Silence!
I swear this is like getting chastised by a Latina mom. Lots of tongue rolling.
Thus giving you
Lots of
time to
yelling.
reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers.
Got a nice accent though,
Remind
whatever
me.
it is.
Where is the Sonreal stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
Coming. No diddy. Alright, let's see. Oh, there's a message board over here. Don't say. Let me just... Alright, fine, I will focus, I'll focus, but at least now I know some undiscovered locations. Ready when you are.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire?
I'll even walk at your
He
speed.
has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravelli. Only then did he come into his own.
Left or... Okay, right.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Note to self, don't anger the Duchess. Yeah, Anna, that would be... Anna, I consider that kind of funny since her name is also Anna. I consider it funny that Anna is saying, don't get on the Duchess Anna's anger list. Okay, she says, after you. Witcher sense, here I go. Ah. Wait, maybe I do need that. Never mind, it's just junk. Ah, here we go. Examine the ledger.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line.
Same here, Abby. Those accents that roll their tongues, they're kind of nice.
Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead.
Never
Benoit
make
said
the
stain
Duchess
came from
Amgi.
1269 vintage. Let's find it.
1269 vintage. Alright. I'm not exactly going to sniff it out unless I get a good whiff of it first. Okay, on the minimap there are 3 different areas. We want to start with the one closest. Let's start with the middle one. 1272. Never mind.
Fiorano. Dandelion's favorite. Adores it.
Ah,
Oh.
yes. That sophisticated palate of his.
Nice, he actually knows his favorites. Short history of Pomino. I can look at that another time. Important taxation. You know... Listen, madam, you know how taxation works. I don't need to explain my pricing. Pomino. 1273 vintage.
Got Pomino over here.
Beauclair wine and Nilfgaardian lemon. Huh. So you've got that stuff from all the way over there. Side quest, Flower Power. The player is tasked with avenging sentient flowers. Stop the estate from using rare petals as paint. Time to be a cat burglar. Came up with this one on the spot. Amity, I love it. I want to see it in a game now.
Est. Think everyone and their mothers heard of this wine.
Why their mothers?
In the world. Castel Rebello is famous for it.
We got a lot of wine moms here in this place. Ah, History of SS, speaking of which. 1269 vintage again? Wait a minute.
Ervelous. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine.
Oh, there's more up there.
Taste.
I promise you I've got good tastes. I almost said I promise I taste exquisite, or I taste good. Almost said I taste good. Listen, you gotta get to know me a little bit better before you get that privilege. Now, let's go try over here. Ah, 1270, here we go.
Soiree, 1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year.
Oh,
Keep looking.
that's the Song Royal. Song Royal, but we need a different year. Excuse me, madam, but can you not corner me? I need to get by you. Chat, what do you do when a duchess corners you and keeps giving you her butt? There we go. Come on. Geralt, stop getting stuck on stuff. Madam, turn around. No, don't you flip me around. Don't, no diddy. There we go. Now I'm... got stuck on nothing. Either that or the Duchess really didn't want me to leave. What in the dickens was this? Gonna tax you a little extra for that. Wait, there was perfume in that. Okay, Song Royal, 1268.
Soiree. Barrels are dated 1268.
Close.
Don't trap me
but
again.
Not quite the right year.
I'm about to say, don't you trap me again, woman. It's like, listen, this is not how you do Capadon, if that's what you're trying. Here we go. This is bound to be it. 1269. Nice. Nice year.
Right here, 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Want to open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Start at the opposite.
Full.
Maybe one in the middle?
This one is full.
Oh, she's helping out. Nice. See, the Duchess gets her hands dirty.
I have a feeling we'll find something awry.
Full. This one's full too.
Maybe it'll let me click on this one now. Nope.
Full.
It was the first one. Okay, pity's sake. Just when I think that they're all full?
This one's full too.
They're all...
Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Full they are. The question is...
That sounds
are
like a
they
you
full of
problem, Ycey.
something?
Karma.
Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Ready. We can start.
Fermented grape juice. Gimme. You know what? I've got the image of a cat just breaking into a barrel and falling asleep in it now, Amity.
Ready.
Step aside.
Right, you said step aside. That was a clean step aside.
So,
Slightly smoky, strongly tannic, definitely Sonreal.
Open next.
We'll find something awry.
You're not gonna get tipsy on me with all these sips, are you? Nox working watermelons too to know how ripe they are. Oh, Jen.
Revolting, bitter plonk.
Oh.
Gone sour while enjoying.
Impossible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel.
So does that mean this one was open?
Was no accident, I'm sure.
Or does it mean
Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
you're making a bigger fuss over this than the vampire incident? I swear. No joke. She hired me to go kill a vampire and was completely straight the entire time.
I am very disappointed.
But bad wine? Smack. I'm disappointed.
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sorial. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything, if you agree to show me mercy.
If anybody is curious, like Abby said, why is she so pissed about the wine? Jeez. The cards that we found, let me explain. The vampire is killing people on a list, and he carries around cards that have each of their names on them. We found those cards that he was carrying that had the victims. Well, on one of those cards, there were a few drops of wine. A wine expert smelled it, tasted it, and pinpointed it right here to this very vineyard, which means if he gave away a bottle of, or a barrel of wine to somebody that wasn't part of the ducal court, because that's the only vintage there is here. This wine is specifically for Duchess Anna Henrietta and whoever is in the ducal family at the time. But if he sold it to somebody else, then that means, he basically helped, or what is it? He knows who the perpetrator is, in other words. We just need to find out who bought the wine from him. Because originally, it's either him who's the suspect, it's either he's harboring the suspect, or he was stolen. He was stolen from. So, that's what's going on. Who'd you sell the wine to? Really thought nobody would find out? I don't care. Who'd you sell the wine to?
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sorial.
Sheesh, lady. Bad wine and that reaction? First world problems? Amity? Exactly.
This man's name.
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
I've no Sintrian aristocrat at court.
Would you deliver the wine? Or how'd you deliver the wine? Really thought nobody would find out? Yeah, how'd you deliver it then?
Wine itself.
They pick it up?
How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. The kind that stink of trouble.
If the wine was meant for the ducal court only, could they be naming the Duchess as the next target? I mean, she is pretty much worshipped by the knights that serve her.
Transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? At the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
All right.
That's enough. Know all we need to know.
Your Grace, I beg your forgiveness.
Get out of my sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabricio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High
of
treason the charge.
selling wine that was meant for the ducal court?
What now, Witcher?
Woman.
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Sentry and Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
Yep. Let's start right now.
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
I
We
get
will
that it's a
set out
matter
now,
of trust,
position
though.
ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins, watch for my signal.
There'd be more trouble. The Duchess was the target. Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, some of us saw in the very first session how the knights reacted to somebody even insulting the Duchess's name. But now, I can understand why she would be upset that he would go behind her back, because that's not just a matter of wine, that's a matter of trust. And she needs to have people put in high, important positions that she can trust. Oh boy, how long's he been traveling?
Relax.
He's got scruff on his face now. Okay, note to self, visit a barber. I don't know, chat, what do you think? A little bit of scruff look okay for now? Ah, these must be the bandits. They look like every bandit I've met in the past. Same tattoos, same face models.
Our favorite vintner.
Same basic loot from the looks of it. Dungeon time. No, chat, not dungeon time. Sheesh, lady. Oh, man. Relationships are like wine. They take forever to mature. Jeez! Nice shot. There we go. Nice little... What am I hitting? And let's just throw a little bit of Simon. My mistake. Oof. Did I mention there was some violence in this game? If not... Here we go. Let's just take one of my favorite potions called Blizzard. Slow down time just a little bit. There you are. What is happening every time I... That green stuff keeps appearing. What is that green stuff? Oh, little... You little nutmeg. Every time I kill something, something green happens.
Lost your nerve? I will show you your place, Scott. Oh, my name is Noctamia Donato.
Any others? There's two.
You crossed the man.
The loot was so
Is it just
offended
me,
by
or
that
did we
comment.
agree you'd wait for my signal?
That was the plan, but
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say how that would have ended otherwise.
Nice.
at your
Compliment.
service. It was a good fight. We managed to capture one of the scoundrels.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
Had no reason to trust me. We did what we came to do. That's what matters. Yeah. I mean, you didn't have a reason to trust me, exactly, other than your beautiful Duchess did want to trust me, still. If you didn't follow her word, that just means you had a independent head on your shoulders.
Had no reason to trust me. and I didn't do much to change that.
True, you are not the most endearing of men. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
Shouldn't be surprised.
Not at all surprised. Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him.
You're beginning to understand that. I know she said, I see. But boy, that sounded like something else entirely. Wow. You ever heard your name in a game and you think, Like, all right.
We must ask him some questions.
Fuh.
Captain, do the honors.
Jeez.
His name is Dog. They say he plowed your mother.
Once again.
Wrong
Who
answer.
sent you? Your nun's lover. They call him.
Wait. If he doesn't wish to speak, he needn't. I can think of several other ways he can be helpful. I'm certain the Witcher will need bait to lure the beast of Beauclair.
What?
Oh. Stay psych right now in my head, woman. Stay psych right now. Only use this kind of bait as a last resort. I know she's probably just, you know, not serious, but semi-serious, willing to stoop to that area. Let's see, say great idea? Or only use this kind of bait as a last resort. Yep. I mean, both imply that I would do it, so only use this kind of bait as a last resort.
Usually only take measures like that as a last resort, but in this case, think I can make an exception.
Do as you deem fit. He is all yours.
Captain, have your men find me a strong rope. Kind that won't snap when we hang this fellow from a tree.
Rope?
Chat, shut up.
Live bait. Great for monsters, provided they catch the scent of its blood. But I'll see to that.
What? No. Crikey, no! Don't
Game
let
was
it-
fourth wall
Stop
breaking, Brandy.
screaming. Save your strength. Got a long night ahead of you.
No! Don't let him! I'll talk!
Barrels. Where were you gonna take them?
I don't know.
Captain, need that rope after all.
I truly don't know. Hornet's the leader, only he ever knew where to go. But he lies over there, dead. That one. The first barrel went to a warehouse at the port. But where this one was bound, I don't know. I speak true. You must believe me.
Dang, you know your loot is trash if Ycey of all people is calling it basic. You're not wrong. It's kind of like when they say, if the dog won't eat it, the food is not good. It's like for me, if I won't take it, your loot is trash. There has been loot that I will leave behind. Rotten meat, skulls, candles, rotten food in Baldur's Gate, for example. Yeah, I'm not taking it. Random bones. He said rope. Dang it, chat. When he says, he's like, rope? You have me and rope in the same scene, and chat immediately says, he said the thing! He said the thing! Listen, chat. Trust me, this is not that kind of rope. I don't think anybody wants me to use it for this purpose. But any purpose, let's figure out who this killer is. I was expecting to take his face off. My mistake. He's not a Scooby-Doo villain. Let's not take any masks off here. Who hired you?
Who hired you?
He'll kill me.
Ought to be worried about me right now. Who is he?
Go on, man. Spit it out.
The Cintrian. That is what they call him. I've never seen him, but I know he mustered the men for this caper. That's what they said, that we were working for the Cintrian. I don't know anything else. I swear it.
Take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Cintrian. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Are you okay with me... Let's see, are you okay with me calling you father figure, sire? Nobody call me daddy. I mean, people do joke that I was the party's dad in D&D, but still. I see... I see... Chat, shut up! Well, ruin my fun, why don't you? I will ruin a whole lot more if you keep misbehaving. Alright. Henrietta, let's move. Amity already with the fireball chat. Like, chat. Amity, haven't you learned a thing? When things are getting heated in this place, you're supposed to grab a spray bottle, not heat it up more with fire. Alright. Now, let's see where we're going. I need to spend those points already.
He's late.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to know.
Poor Geralt, those
How
potions
can
haven't
Ycey
warmed
done
up
to
yet.
harm?
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
What if something has happened to him?
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Cintrian appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
Or exceptionally foolish. Man, the potions still haven't worn off Geralt. His veins look all buggy. Looks like he hasn't slept in 3 days. Cintrin could actually be a middleman. He slipped up and we'll use that. Yep. Let's select this one.
Still don't know this Cintrian's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Need to find the Cintrian, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
Quite the hearing you have. Unless you felt the disturbance in the force.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Cintrian does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
Not the first time. Won't be the last time. It's like there's a hefty bounty on your head. Again? Like, get in line. Tell them to get in line. What? Burn their rope comments? Okay, Amity, I'll give you that one. I see, I've been getting complaints about you looting. I haven't been looting it. It's been jumping into my packs, I swear. It's just tied to me. I can't help it. You know, I'm a thorough man. I agree. I'm a thorough man who's all about... one who's all about tying up loose ends, you could say. Making sure that there aren't any loopholes. Not the first time.
Used to it. Not the first time I've been hunted.
Must you always? Now, the port warehouse where the wine was delivered, we identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer. I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted, fairy.
The same.
Apparently in more ways than
We
one.
went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
Pardon, just adjusting the mic. It's like I'm a thorough man who's all about tying up loose ends, you know. Oh, we know. Exactly, Abby. Because you're a good little chat and there's no tying that's needed. We've already got a good bond, you could say. A very tight, snug bond. Jeez. The Mandragora, the heck is that?
The Mandragora? What's that?
A club, an affiliation of local artists. Painters, sculptors, troubadours, and dancers.
Never heard of it.
So a brothel?
Exude,
Or
mystique.
is this more like...
Behaving like an exclusive cabal. Artistic elites. Every now and again they mount soirees. Only wealthy patrons are invited.
So it's
All
almost like
arrive in
Dandelion's
elaborate
place.
masks, then drink and flirt.
Alright, need to nab the Centurion then.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
Out of the question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
Precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place, a residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville in Mountebank Alley.
Okay, chat, who's ready to see Geralt in a suit? I'm all tied up with these rope bonds. Chat. That was classy. That was even more classy. There we go. Replenish our goods. Alright, so first and foremost, meet Honor Henrietta at Montbank Alley. And put on clothes Anna Henrietta will consider appropriate for the soiree. Let's move my mic forward. Got a new desk, thankfully. One that actually fits the entire computer, so I don't have to feel so cramped. And the only problem is the mic is pretty much not in my face anymore. There we go. Now it's a lot better. Alright. You know what? I think I will go ahead and buy something. Let's go dress this man up. Put on some clothes. Let's do it. Alright, ladies and gents. Geez, I wonder if these guys have anything to do with the kidnappings and whatnot. Or if she does. You look like a suspect. She definitely looks sus. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh wait, that's right, those can't be parried. It's a two-handed weapon. Little excessive? Nah.
Didn't look like locals. Indian's right. I'm a hunted man.
Contract on a Witcher. So yep, looks like I am what is it called? Looks like I am a wanted man. Wanted man who needs to go visit the market real quick. And here we go. Repair my sword one more time. There you are. Use some of this, and some of this. Could sell that stuff here. Okay. Alright. Off we go, Roach. And seeing the Squidward voice. Oh no, he'll be hot. What? We restart.
Geralt had to face
I am absolutely justified in restarting that.
the Wild Hunt could be defeated with exceptionally powerful magic.
There was no other method. There was no other way. There was no other way.
Avalach too began to lay plans.
I'm sorry, Pupper.
The elven sage
I'm sorry.
rode the king of the hunt support in his own realm. With Geralt in tow, he ventured through other worlds.
They aren't looking for a clean-shaven man? Well, Gazelle, I have put on a little bit of facial hair, but yeah, not as much in that picture. And he doesn't have a scar.
Been a loyal subject of the older folks' previous
Kicking my feet and giggling like a girl at Geralt in a suit.
He agreed to help.
Not only Geralt, but Witcher Cavill. We will get to see it soon. Listen, I had to do it. I had to restart. It was the only way. Okay, let's just do this. Let's also repair this preemptively. Here we go. Oh no, it's doing that thing again. Motion blur. Okay, options. Key bindings, gameplay, is this it? Where is it? Video. Graphics? No. Display. Maximum frames. Resolution, display mode. Graphics, once again. Here we go. Sharpening, screen reflections, motion blur. Let's just lower that just a little bit. Oh, what? Blur, bloom. There we go. Much better. Okay, maybe we could increase it just a little bit, because I think the game was just glitching a little bit, because nothing changed. Other than I had to reload and the game's probably just struggling keeping up. Here we go. Let's do that. Game is probably just loading. Yeah, it was just a little glitch. Game was just loading. Oh, for crap's sake, it's still loading. Hi, Strumpet. You look different. Good luck seeing this, everybody, if it's too blurry. At least it's blurry on my side. If it's not blurry on the stream, then you're in good company. Oh yeah, it's not blurry on... Never mind. It's just blurry on my screen, not on the stream. Okay, that's good.
I'm a hunted man.
Yep, hunted man. Why was this guy carrying an egg? Was he offering me that in this trying time? Thank you, sir, for the egg. Man wanted to kill me and then be like, and he dropped rope. Of course this guy's carrying rope. Man really just looked at me and said, "Can I offer you an egg in these trying times, Sir Hunted Man?" Who's the hooded one? Hang on a second. Who are you? Why you gotta look so suspicious? So ropes, huh? I was listening to that and some of my coworkers were looking at me weird. Yep, I know. Yep, the game said rope. What? Not what I meant. V. There we go. I was trying to switch the... Thank goodness she's drunk right now, because she would have seen something that both of us would have regretted. Pressed the wrong button. Wanted to switch the objectives on my screen. Quest objectives. Let's go get Geralt in a suit. Oh, hang on. We gotta switch the food around. Don't want to be using up water. I use that for other stuff. Eat an apple. I need one of those a day. Gotta keep the doctor off my back. I see you're diabolical for putting the Witcher Cavill mod on. I would say I'm just trying to be a little creative, be a little different, you know? I'm just having fun. I have no idea what you're talking about, diabolic. I guess you could say my voice especially is just a diabolic lover. Taylor's workshop. Right place. Taylor! Wait, what time is it? Oh, he's not even in service. I'll just sit here outside his door until it opens up then. Ah, Pierre. Hello, Pierre. Pierre, because my bladder's full.
It's a crime. You're from the north. That's painfully clear.
Excuse me?
There is no excuse. There is but the need to outfit you anew. My salon stands open. Please come in.
All right, chat. You ready? Ooh, care for a game of Gwent? Like to try something on.
All jests aside, let me see what you got in your
Hey, chat, how does the light facial hair look on him right now?
Sir.
Ooh, elegant Beauclair doublet. Elegant Beauclair boots. You know what? It's $300. We got the cheese. Let's do it. And the boots. And yes, we'll go with the trousers as well. All right, ladies and gents, are you ready for this? Do I need a mask? It's only one, just in case, just in case. Care for a round of Gwent?
In the mood for a round of Gwent?
I hope he does not have the Skellige Gwent deck. I don't need this. Alright, let's go at it. Oh, he's also got Nilfgaard. And it's the Nilfgaard card that cancels out my special abilities. Joy. That's a good card. Don't need this, despite my namesake. Let's get rid of that. Ow. Well, alright then. He looks like Gale. Oh, 0. I don't know, I'd say that he looks more like, you know, like Geralt. Dang, these are awful. Those were awful cards. Thanks, game. Let's go strong, because I have a card that I can use to revive. Ah, frick. No matter, we'll do this instead. How about this? Probably not going to be my best game, but I hope it's not my worst. You know what? I think I need to bring this guy back. Let's bring him back. How about this? Ah, so you got one too. In that case, let me just switch this guy out. Not sure what you were doing there, but you're about to lose something. Oh, jeez. Your opponent passed. No problem. 6 versus 5 versus nothing. I don't want to give him this match. Honestly, I'm almost forced to at this point. Kind of have to. Let's do it. Oh, shoot, but he still wins because of that. Alright, you know what? Gonna give him this round. Yeah, it's just Geralt in a suit. You're fine, chat. Exactly, Abby. Your opponent has passed. Like heck you have. You'll pass when I say you can pass. Alright, all in. Double or nothing. That really bad anime about... Or that should have stayed as a game. I'm more of a vampire knight. Still hate that romance plot. Karma? Yep. You know what's funny, Karma? Is that I forgot Diabolic Lovers was an anime. I was actually thinking of something else. What was it? Obey Me. That series. I was actually thinking about the Obey Me series. And I accidentally said Diabolic Lovers instead. I think he might win. Either that or we're going to tie. Nope, he won. Alright then. Fair and square. Now let's go to a ball. Alright. Let's see how he looks in this. Ladies? Alright, ladies. Final opinion? How does he look? Honestly, that's a nice vest. I'd keep that. Don't loot. Ycey, don't loot. That is not yours. That's his. The female lead is not the best, and all the vampire girls are just creeps, in my opinion. In your opinion. Yeah, Amity, it's called You Have Common Sense. It's definitely a niche show from the sound of it. Here we go. Like, if you're interested in caricatures, less of characters, then it's possible... It's your show. If you like kinks and caricatures and not so much about characters, I think you might like the show. So long as you're okay with not having too much plot. Too much plot is good for your health, but we don't care about that at this point. I do need to go this way so I can sell some stuff. I'm not going to get encumbered, people. Sorry, sir. Excuse me, madam.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ.
You can't pull one over on me, Witcher.
Here we go. Let's go sell some stuff, shall we? This is not a place for selling. Whoops. Gal dang it. Galga dang it. Let's see. Can I go over here then? I swear. So help me. Why do these look like doors? They're fake doors. Guess I gotta enter on this side. You missed the tabard. Which tabard, Gazelle? Oh, this tabard. You missed seeing him in a suit. Yep. Well, I missed seeing the armor, and we are in the right place to get some good armor. Oh. Guess we're gonna set the mood, light some candles. Here we go. Could you show me your wares? Here we go. I've got to sell you some stuff. Go. Wait a minute. 100 instead of 170. Oh, so I've already sold my stuff. Ooh, Toussaint boots. I'm gonna need some of that stuff. Toussaint armor. Yeah, another time, another day. But for right now... Honestly, I could probably sell these now. Yeah, I will. Don't need them anymore. And, yeah, I don't need these anymore either. Now, I do have to sell some of this extra stuff, but yeah, I should be fine. All right, off to the celebration we go.
So long.
Geralt in a suit. And all it took was Geralt in a suit for my mod to start dying. Amity, breathe. Please, Amity, breathe. It's okay, it's just Henry Cavill. It's just Witcher Cavill in a suit. It's not gonna kill you. Maybe. Here we go. On our way to the celebration. And let's see if we can find a barber somewhere along the way. Sorry, madam. Oop. Yeah, it's still, the motion blur is really high on my end, so every time I turn the screen, everything just suddenly goes blurry for some reason.
You shan't turn back and be filled with a rod.
God dang it, why did I have to reload that last save? Why did I have to accidentally run over a dog with Roach? Then I wouldn't have had to have reload the save. Gosh dang it, you live and learn. You play, and you definitely pay. All right, Anna. Let's go. How do I look? Oh, no.
Late. Why does that not surprise me?
Is she showing up fashionably late? I am gonna need a shave, won't I? If I can't find a barber, so help me. Okay. Spins an insomniac, but doesn't want to miss. Zombie. Ooh, hello.
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style.
I want you to know I only say this about weapons.
Not all
Hello,
bad.
beautiful.
Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but just one other detail. Here, put it on.
A mask?
All who attend the Mandragora soiree wear them. If you have one on, no one asks who you are.
I'm gonna go with that one. It actually matches the suit. Now, why do they wear masks, though?
Any idea why they wear masks?
Holy smeg, we match.
Likely because they imagine it so
Almost.
very romantic and mysterious. The truth is far simpler.
Say that
This
again
way,
to
no
me.
one can tell which drunken
In that exact same
aristocrats are
tone.
pinching the performers.
Oh, gotcha.
Let's go. Soiree's started.
Mm-hmm. Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain.
In all caps, it's just Witcher Cavill in a suit. You say so casually. Oh yeah. You say so dramatically, dear.
How do we find this Intrian? Have you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. As soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Yes, Mackenzie, we are at a masquerade.
Madame,
You may now
Monsieur,
start singing Phantom of the Opera if you know it.
pleasure to welcome you to the
Masquerade.
Mandragora soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
These are some nice masks. And what are these performances?
Tell us about these performances.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of artistry. The first was a concert by Cecilia Belont, a singer whose voice, were it stone, would surely be a diamond.
Ooh.
Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
Shame. We would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a master of visual illusions, come to us from far off Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth, for they are a duo, are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Belont.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaviri Orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears
supposed to
one
be
in
a
her
clue.
hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Pretty.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
I mean, at least Dandelion
Yes, this
is.
belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Huh?
Very orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find
Who
Cecilia.
is that redhead over there? Oh boy. I missed it when... Oh no. When she said her name, if Anna Henrietta said that woman's name, I missed it. Well, at least I know where to look first. Okay, take part in the soiree's entertainment. Optional. Game, can you believe this? Or Chad, can you believe this game? It says, optional. take part in the soiree's entertainments. Are you kidding me? Search the alcoves for a woman with a Koviri orchid in her hair.
Go on, Geralt, be bold. Show us the artist in you. The paintballs, cast them at the canvas.
Wait, what? Anna wants me to play. Alright, let's do this.
Anyone can be an artist, even you. Come, toss good folk. Yes,
It's a paradigm manifested.
Hey, any artists in the chat? Well, look at this. Imagine getting to throw paintballs with Geralt.
It represents transgression in its purest form.
Let's throw another one. You know what? There's a lot of yellow. Why don't we take some blue? Oh, we've got purple now. Let's throw some purple, shall we? Quite the noble color indeed, he says.
Or a deeply internalized fear of intimacy.
I think you people are looking way too much into this drawing. A deeply rooted fear of intimacy? Ah, here we go, blue. Let's throw some blue balls out there. Don't... Shut up.
It's not a landscape, you pleb. It's a manifestation of the man's soul.
Yeah, manifestation of my soul, of course. I'm just trying to get the colors to cover up some of this yellow.
It's sure to be a masterpiece.
Best that we can do. I just threw them randomly. Alright, Anna, let's go on. Throw paintballs to express your inner artist. Oh, I'm not done. Just take some red, shall we? Let's just throw one over here. Throw one over here. And throw one over here. So far the red does not want to stick. Okay, green. Over here. I think I'm being a little too organized trying to get them all to touch.
To vines and to wine. Voila, fin. Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My appraisal.
Alright.
The painting depicts
Anna, care to dance?
dualism
Please let me dance with this woman.
between good and evil and defiance.
Oh yes, that's him all right. Good versus evil. The dual. Come, let's look in the alcove.
Good versus evil. I will gladly take that compliment, woman. Thank you. Optional, take part in the soiree's entertainments? Are they doing a tug of war with mimes? Hang on a second. There's something over here, it says. Oh, that's Anna Henrietta on the minimap I'm following. Never mind. Now, let's head up here. Optional, take part in the soiree? Wait, who's... Oh, that is her behind me.
We must throw off the manacles of form. Venture beyond the bounds of cognition.
I spent 7 hours on a painting. What will that mean here? Zombie? 7 hours? I mean, I've known artists that spend hours too, so what am I so freaked out about for that?
Are you sure it's an
Is there something in here? Oh, it's an artist.
Leave us be.
Okay. I'm not gonna touch it. Just gonna go back out the way I came in. I walked into a room and said, I'm not gonna touch it, and walked out. Didn't ask questions.
There are a great many highly qualified candidates.
Then I shall have.
Is there... Might as well. It seems to be a gift.
Have you seen the skeletal eyes?
What are the purposes of these rooms?
Sure to be in one of the alcoves.
Okay, so... Are there a set of stairs where we can go up? No, there are not. No stairs. Ooh. How do you get up there? Let's see, throwing colors? Let's go. Well, not just throwing colors, you're throwing colors with a date. Shame that we don't get to go dancing, though. Okay, how do we get up there? Is there a set of stairs nearby? Oh, sorry, Thor. Okay. Well, ladies and gents, I'll be back in just a moment. Just gonna go take care of the Thor doggo. Back in just a moment.
What are you doing now?
Well, I'm doing The Witcher right now. So yeah.
No,
Oh,
no.
Lorenzo's here right now.
Oh, God.
So chat, when Thor was walking up the stairs, Lorenzo was walking behind Thor. And you know how I'm one of those guys who pats his dog on the stomach, like every time I walk by. Well, Lorenzo like pats him on the back, sometimes on the lower back, because that's what's facing him. He basically patted him on the rumpus. Thor turned around, and I swear it looked like he raised an eyebrow. Like Thor was like, "Can you not grab my butt, man? That's pretty gay." Like, it's like he's like, "I don't swing that way, man." Like, bro, I'm flattered, but no thanks. Oh yeah, hey chat, thank you for welcoming not just me back, but welcoming both of us. Okay, so we gotta go inside, I'm guessing.
Yes, we are here.
Locked. So how do I get up on that second floor? Search the alcove for a woman with Colvieri hair.
Should I give the chat a little bit of tea to enjoy the time?
Might as well.
It seems someone
So today's Friday, right? Yeah, today.
Yeah.
So chat, while he wanders around, what are you? There's no monsters in here, right?
No.
Okay.
We'll see.
So, chat. Wait. Jen says that's Thor for you. He
That's
knows the
definitely Thor.
standards.
He knows the standards. Welcome back, Sire Vampire Slayer. Yes, please. Am I going to have to censor? Yep, I
What
probably
the-
will.
Not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
It's called art, mate.
It's the right flower.
Of course it
What?
is. A Koviri orchid lends
Okay, my music is still playing. Whoops. And here we go.
right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll
I
only take a
meant to
minute.
go find
Lie
you.
still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not.
Lie still. You are not to speak right now. You, Cecilia
No, no, no,
Delante?
no, no. What
We came here
I don't want to draw attention to the portrait while I'm on a stream.
It's a good portrait.
I mean, true, but
Centurion noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
I do not.
Ah, you must think I'm Cecilia.
Yep,
Orchid confused me.
yep, just a
Told
little
you
bit.
not to move.
As she
Ahem.
concluded her performance,
Doing my best.
Cecilia tossed the flower
Doing my best here.
I caught it.
Hurry up. Hurry
Stretching so badly I'm gonna pull a muscle.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
I haven't stretched this badly since I tried justifying poor practices at work.
Know where he might be now?
Use your
He
wings,
gave
sire.
Cecilia a small
Oh yeah, you do have wings.
Yes, but they only extend that far.
and they strolled off together towards the refreshment table.
Listen, I'll just okay.
Excuse me, madame.
She told me where
You
Cecilia
cannot
is going to be.
work like this. You must leave now.
All right then. Let me just. There we go. Now the wings are covering. When I make an actual Helix comic, I am gonna feature that. The wings pop out to try and cover somebody. All right. Take part in the business's soiree.
Well, so May made fun of me for this.
Really?
Yeah. So, chat, what happened was that, long story short, I inadvertently,
Absinthe, the preferred hooch of
I
artists.
think
Careful. It packs a
I may
pretty
have
powerful
asked a
punch.
girl out on a
Built
date.
up a pretty powerful resistance.
Are you joking?
Yep, apparently. It said participate in the fun, and so I'm walking around trying to participate in the fun here. Wondering what I need to click on. Oh! Ah, that's what. They're mimes. They're pulling rope. So he just walked up and pulled it. Nice.
Abby says, draw me like one of your French girls.
Like one of your French. Ooh, what else is over here, I wonder? May was making fun of you for something?
Yeah. So, a couple years ago, I invited a couple of people to, I wanted to go watch a movie, right?
Venture beyond the bounds
And,
Oh, you're not Anna.
based up the dress, like, oh, you're not Anna. Like,
No. What? Madam,
It is
Colors with the shadow.
irrelevant to the work's
right, and
she's
so,
just a passionate artist. I think she's got a fan. I'm no expert, but I think he's trying to get her attention. And I think she's trying to get my attention. Shoves me away.
right, and so,
Like, Anna, help! Oh, shoot, not this crap again.
I invited a couple friends.
Dang
and
it.
And their girlfriends and whatnot.
I can't move.
Just shove them out of the way, man.
I can't.
Use the signs.
I'm not gonna use the signs.
signs.
That would kill them. I'm trapped.
Yeah, they're a lot more resilient than you think.
I'm trapped between two women here.
That
Don't quote me on that. Fine. There we go. Now one of them let me go. You missed it earlier, Lorenzo, but when I was going through a winery looking for evidence, Anna stood in a certain area and I couldn't move past her. But for some reason, I was strong enough to actually, shove her aside, but Geralt wouldn't move. Ooh, a love letter. What's this?
Letter penned on a napkin.
Penned on a napkin. Laura, oh my dearest love, oh lone ray of sunshine on the firmament of my life. I shall speak from my heart. For weeks, I've been shooting stolen glances in your direction, hiding the hope I dare nurture deep within my bosom, that perhaps you feel for me even one iota of the affection I feel for you. I have waited long, gathering the courage to confess my feelings for you. I would certainly be waiting still had you not appeared at tonight's soiree in the company of that womanizing, carousing, drivel-scribing, pretentious pig named Alphonse de Reside. When I saw that emaciated turd fawning over you, I immediately knew I had to act. I turned to the best weapon in my arsenal, the quill, and the well-turned phrase, and began writing you this letter. Forgive me, it is written on a napkin, for I had nothing more appropriate at hand at the time. Oh, most marvelous of all women, do not believe a word he whispers in your ear. He is as slippery as a viper, and twice as venomous. Reject his advances, and let me walk hand in hand with you. Feed you grapes, and with you radiate happiness to the heavens themselves. Yours forever, Fabian. Bit much, but hey.
Oh, my amour.
No, if you only got one chip, might as well use it wisely. Right.
Oof. Anna Henrietta's a very specific woman. Ooh, pork relays? Don't mind if I do. I know there's a quest item right here, but I see something I can loot.
Artist's way of numbing
Yeah,
your
looting
existential
mushrooms.
pain.
I do not
Apparently.
even wish to comment.
I mean, he did just say that there's Fistek right here, a hallucinogen.
Right. So a couple years ago, I invited a couple friends to go watch a movie,
Mm-hmm.
but half of them were at work, or they couldn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, there was a girl that I knew, and I was, hey, we're coming to watch this movie and do other things. Did you wanna hear? Zombie Brand. All right, Ansel.
My greatest
Hear me
weapon,
out.
my quill. Okay, go off, sir.
Last stream I got 8 hours of sleep, nice. But last time I only got 2 to 3 hours. I've been awake for 15 hours.
Zombie, go to sleep. Especially since if you're young, you definitely need it.
So, the thing about that is, with only 3 hours of sleep, your brain isn't able to fully capture everything it's seeing.
Yep. That's nothing to boast about or joke about. Go
No, that
let-
means your brain is literally losing.
suffocating.
Yeah, it needs time to restore.
Mhm.
Just patterns of recognition or cognition. So it is in your best interest to
Ooh.
perform better that
Empty,
way.
heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
I am a teenager. Exactly, even more so.
Scent still hangs in the air.
It is in your best
Let's
interest to
follow
do
it.
so.
Someone left their
But you
loot
can only
behind.
recommend that
Looks a
you
little like dandelions.
don't.
Ooh,
This was
what the
strange.
heck?
Someone beat him at once.
It's amazing how Anna can recognize Dandelion's loot purely off of the fact that, the small details like that, you know?
Maybe. Lorenz is telling a story. Meanwhile, I see ogling the dessert table.
Yep. I was ogling it hardcore. Okay, says take part in the soiree's entertainments. I'm trying to, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here at this area.
Right, and so
You were saying.
I asked who needed a ride, and the girl said she needed a ride. I was like, okay, I can pick you up. I had a car back then. And so I show up, and she's like dressed nicely. I'm wearing basically just homeless people clothes. Well, not homeless, but like I showered. I want to smell nice, Anyways,
Venture beyond the bounds.
I show up. She made her makeup. She put on something nice, something simple, something casual. And I'm like, okay, cool. And so I show up, and we go to the movie theater. We watched the movie, and then I was under the impression that the friends were gonna show up and just join us while we were there, right? And so later on, I'm like, "Hey, where you guys at?" They're like, "Oh, by the way, we decided to go somewhere else, but you guys have fun." And I was like, "Okay, this is weird." And so I was like, "Are you hungry?" And she was like, "Yeah, let's go." I was like, "Okay, let's go for a bite to eat." Anyway, we sit down, and it wasn't until then that I realized, oh, this is a date.
Look, lanterns. They say releasing them brings good luck.
And later on, I told my friend, he asked me, "So what happened with you guys? Did you actually end up going?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course we went. You know, I already bought the tickets."
Oh, Anna, don't back me into a corner again. Thank you.
And so,
It's like, don't, or I will play the reverse card. Madam, not you two.
and so like later on,
I go one place without getting backed into a corner by a couple of girls. For pity's sake. You were saying.
yeah, and so,
Let's give it a try.
and then when I dropped her off at her house, she was like, "Oh, thank you for inviting me. I had a fun time." And I was like, "Of course." So did I do it again? So my friend asked me like, "So how was the thing?" And I was like, "Oh, no one else showed up but me."
He'll definitely.
Ah,
Yeah.
Don't worry.
And so I was like,
Mother dearest.
you sure you want to be talking about this story? It's like a Shanghai date at the last second?
pretty much.
Okay.
And so,
I wonder what's gonna... I think that there's gonna be a naked lady behind this door. I'm not entirely sure, but after the last thing that we saw... Bodyguard?
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come, we must consider what to do.
Consider what to do.
Recognize that voice anywhere.
Oh, shoot.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh. Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
I'm
Yes,
like,
Your
"Oh,
Grace.
so we see."
How may I serve?
No.
Okay, Lorenzo, we see you. Emily's got a little cup of tea next to her. Like, okay. Just enjoying the story.
No, you see, I had no idea it was supposed to be a date.
I see. Wings. No, I don't need the wings just yet. But don't tell anybody you've seen
I
us.
hope we can count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your
I
Grace.
did say she looked pretty fine, didn't I?
No, stay here.
Anna, Henrietta?
Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Are you asking me?
Understood.
Well, I'm not asking the chat. I'm asking you. You're right here, chat. You're right here, Lorenzo.
Quickly,
Yeah.
upstairs.
You did mention that. Yes, follow the booze.
Following the smell. Kind of smelly smell.
He's like a hound.
Kind of smelly smell. It smells... smelly. Oh no.
That must be Cecilia.
No pulse. We're too late.
Yet no pulse and no throat either.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana at once. She should bring her soiree to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
No, because you might be a target. If you are a target, oftentimes, they've either tested you already or they are going to be prepared to get to you. No, poor thing.
Wait, was this a serrated knife or like a clean cut?
Killed her, then went out on the balcony.
Boy, it's straight
Because
through.
if it was a clean cut, it means he took time with it.
Don't you mean if it was serrated, it would mean he took time? What the?
No,
Tore down a door.
it's serrated.
Made a platform.
Tore down? Bloody
Pretty
handprint.
strong, too.
And he tore down the door to make a platform.
That's a strong person. Right?
Yeah, he even just said it, and that's a strong person.
Mm-hmm.
Broke the flower pot when moving the door, then stepped in the soil.
Ah, to disguise his sound, to cover up the sound of his footsteps.
Sand. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I would have used something else, like cloth, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
that's just me.
Oh, but it got his footsteps dirty.
Must have climbed
of course.
this ladder.
He tracks sand everywhere.
Footprints made by soiled boots.
Here we go.
Could still be here. Need to stay alert.
It was
Feel like
evidence.
they're not
Evidence.
kidding, okay?
Mirror.
It's evidence. Evidence.
Crashed into it
Obviously.
hard,
Obviously.
sank to the floor.
Someone crashed. Oh, so he just threw somebody into the mirror, and they sank to the floor.
He had a fight, huh?
Uh-huh. Evidence.
Bloodstains.
More bloodstains right here.
Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Jewelry box. Locks busted. Picked open probably.
That
So he
fiend.
stole from the...
That fiend. He looted this entire room.
Gee, I wonder what would cause him
Precious
to do
stone.
that.
Precious stone.
Print on it.
Also,
Thief came for this.
also evidence.
Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace.
Stop looting things,
Seems there
brother.
was a
Pay
struggle.
attention.
Empty
What's this?
well.
Knocked over.
Turned toward the room.
And then, is this a slash or an ink mark?
Ink well.
No, no, no.
Knocked over.
Stop looking at the
turned
ink
toward
bottle.
room.
Look at the painting. Slash across her
Canvas is
chest.
cut. Somebody took a knife to the
Oh.
painting, looks like.
They. Okay.
That's personal.
Either that's personal, somebody has really bad aim. Decorated hunting knife.
Richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Looks valuable.
Lorenzo
It's not
says
what he came
sarcastically
for.
to the dude jacket.
Looks valuable.
I gotta
but
find
it's
that
not what
song.
he came
I
for.
fe- Luke looks valuable, but that's not what I came for. He said that twice. Once for me, once for him.
Here's the eye of the mountain.
You.
Watch over. Where's the Dorian song? What is it? Dorian or Dorian song?
Oh,
Sconce
careful.
is bent,
Please, careful
smeared
watch.
with blood.
Please
Someone try to grab
keep
it.
careful watch over my brother's soul.
That's the one. You know when the dragon is coming out.
Oh my goodness sake, the notes were completely off, but in an entertaining way. You sounded drunk, my friend. I'm like, go off, Lorenzo. Keep going.
Window frame.
No, Chad, this is not karaoke night. It is not Friday night karaoke night. I'm just terrible with music. That's
Jewel
all.
was in the
Yeah,
box, it
he's
seems.
entertaining with music.
Adrian tried
Not
to steal
terrible.
it.
I mean, I thought it was
Something got in
entertaining.
his way.
And we're just solving a murder
He
while
fought, struggled. That's clear.
singing.
With one of them flying
drunkenly.
out the window.
Ah,
Leave me alone.
all had to have
Jewel's
killed them.
still here, though.
One person fell out the
Solar
window.
Centurion must have been the flyer.
Oh man, this is why Geralt doesn't bring both of us on the same investigations. And who are you? Oh,
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
this is the
Indeed,
woman
This is him.
we saw earlier.
We found the body together.
As long as the song
Then he
isn't
set
Baby
off
Shark.
in pursuit of the killer.
Black
I've ended
rose
up
on her
here,
too.
But I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centrians killed his last. Finally failed this time.
Abby says,
Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
not all loot is evidence.
Poor girl.
Throws peanuts at you.
Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected
Peanuts.
she could arrive with a murderer.
Wait, males badly? What?
I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything in full detail.
Does nobody know? Never mind. Oh, that's a nice ruined castle out in the window. Curious sculpture.
I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He
Fell out of the window.
just so.
None too wise picking a fight with an armed robber.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself,
That's
I
not the
assure
problem
you.
here.
A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes, he stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who would do such a
I
thing?
guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
Jewel seems important. Why?
Chat.
Heart is
Redhead.
heirloom.
Yes, Zero.
It belonged to my family.
She's
for
a
years.
redhead.
Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover
No need to
it.
point anything
Someone
out.
is very determined to
We
find
like
it.
beauty for what
The
it
thief
is.
left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
Oh. Convenient.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Oriana, everything
like
we
a
discussed
fake
here,
knight.
hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it.
All
in
the
fact.
armor, none of the
Word gets
chivalry.
out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
The moment she walks away, I'm just going to turn to Anna Henrietta and just say, well, she seems charming. Almost about as charming as a bloodsucker. Yeah, what do you think of Oriana? What do you think?
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety,
Oh,
discomfort.
Wow.
interesting.
The one woman that can make you feel that way. Something feel familiar about the drawing?
It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
Exactly what I was saying at the beginning of this.
It could be something else altogether. My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers. She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
There might be a small spoiler that I saw years ago, back when this first came out on a YouTube video. I can't recall it, but I'm now starting to connect pieces in my head. I guess I can't really make any predictions then, but I'll just say, I'll confirm if it was right or not, but do you think she's involved? Why was she banished?
What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded,
Yeah, no wonder.
ostracized.
Yeah.
Couldn't have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence,
Okay,
arrogance
makes sense.
even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Siana knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother.
Because she
Cedric
was
stole his
envious of her
father's sword
sister
and
having a
killed
crush?
his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank.
Jeez
Cedric
Louise.
mourns to this day.
So
In the
yes,
end,
she...
they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose
It's
I
like
gave as good as I
you-
got.
Like you just
There are
described
times I
almost
miss
every
that
pair
very
of
much.
sisters in nobility around here.
The wine, its theft was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift. At a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl, someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right.
Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Dun Tyne, and if Siana is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape, or form. You must make sure of that.
No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape, or form. Listen, if she's about to kill somebody... Alright. Why do people skip vampire weddings? They suck. Thank you, Luna, for fitting the Thank you for setting the tone. Alright, I'll see to
I'll
it.
find her if she's there.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd
Okay,
like to
okay, so hear me
introduce-
out. Black Sheep's
Regis,
sister seeks
what a
revenge and then
surprise.
gets entangled
I
with
had no
Death
idea
Laugh.
you were in your
Regis!
care. And this is...
Alright, Abby, I'll hear you out. Sounds about
my
right.
Very dear friend, Dettlaff
Speaking
Van
of
Eyck,
whom,
an arrival from Nazaire. We are
Dettlaff.
lending our combined resources to the witch's hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally.
so she's...
Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
Seems surprised. Why?
I never would have suspected Regis to find common ground with a Witcher.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits.
He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only two options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. For what might a monster wish to apologize to a witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about
I mean,
the Witcher trade
if the
for now.
Spotted White incident
You just
wasn't
mentioned you come from
Beauty and the
Nazaire.
Beast style evidence
I spent
enough.
time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith.
I love Regis. He's a good guy.
An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher, and the
Oh
Duchess
yes,
of
he
Tucson.
doesn't look
My,
ominous
my.
at all.
Highly
Yeah,
exceptional,
Amity.
Regis.
Regis has got a thing for
Talk to him
redheads the way he's looking.
You crazy bringing Detloff here?
Geralt,
Oh,
allow
no.
me to explain.
Jen,
No,
I don't
let
think
me
that's the
explain.
case, but
He's dangerous, and you were gonna
if so,
watch
he's
him.
got good taste.
That is precisely what I'm doing. Detloff believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore. That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renna.
Oriana, she really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long. But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
Abby, hi Regis, flutters eyelashes. Abby, are you trying to flirt with Regis? Huh. Let's see. It's not going to foster. Oh yeah, that two. Pretty sure the age gap might mean something. Yeah, Aaron's right. Oh, you're thinking there might be a family relationship, Aaron. Oh, or is that what you were implying? Right, seriously, just a coincidence, you stopping by? I do want to know.
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird told us.
Now listen close.
Would that
Managed to
bird be a
learn where
crow
the
or a
blackmailers
raven?
are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renna must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detloff, who wants revenge above all else.
Oh shoot, that's
Geralt,
right.
You must trust me. I've got a way with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detloff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detloff. Good luck, my friend.
Clothes remind me of a flapper from the 20s. I can see that, Mackenzie.
Ah,
Yeah,
I'm
Oriana.
grateful you brought
She's
back
like a
this
1920s
woman.
flapper.
You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to 2 exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever.
And my
I
man.
regret all the more that I shan't finish the second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out? You have exceptional friends. This Detlef, an intriguing man to say the least.
Holy shoot, chat, are we actually simping over Regis? I mean, he's got a great personality. He's gallant as ever. Alright, I never would have expected it. I mean, he is a vampire, so I should have, I guess. Still, though. Let's see. Exceptional friends, this Detlef. He tell you much about himself?
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive, sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
Look, I see redhead. Yes, I see the redhead, Abby, and I'm not exactly fond of this one.
Didn't expect the evening to end like
Oriana,
this.
I mean.
Neither
Henrietta,
did I.
I really like. But she's a blonde.
But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Nothing wrong with that, though.
Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided
Hey,
my
Angel.
guardsmen will
I'm having a
support
good
you.
day. Hope you are
You will
too.
meet them at Count de la Croix's mill. It stands along the Saône Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
Sounds good. With a painting of grapes being picked. All right. Meet the Damien at Count de la Croix's meal after midnight. All right, ladies and gents, the game is afoot. And just to see... Yep, so that's where we're going next time. Capture the castle? Oh, so next time we are going to be doing a battle. All right, ladies and gents, thank you so much for joining me today. That was another episode of The Witcher 3 with Fancy Man Geralt here. You know what? I think I'm glad you like what you see too. You know what? I think I might just keep this on for a little bit longer. Well, ladies and gents, thank you so much for joining today. I'm in the not simping category. Emily says, Regis seems more like mentor figure in my eyes. I'd say so. He seems more like good conversation friend material in my eyes. Trying my best dealing with some health issues. I'm sorry, Angel. I hope that this helped a little bit, even though we're ending right now. But I hope you all have a great night and a lovely weekend ahead of you. How is Blood and Wine? The game is afoot. And my name is Helix. Oh, hang on a second. There we go. My name is Helix, and I bid you adieu. Goodbye.